The internet exploded last night as whispers turned into a full-blown storm after Dave Chappelle allegedly revealed shocking secrets about Charlie Kirk's wife. Fans are still in disbelief, sharing reactions that range from sheer shock to complete outrage. Social media lit up with fiery debates, memes, and heated discussions as people tried to piece together the story that no one saw coming. Everyone is asking the same question: could what Dave said really change the way we view Charlie Kirk and his family forever? Sources close to the comedian claim that what was shared during a private event and somehow leaked was unlike anything the public had heard before. Insiders say the revelations involved family tensions, unexpected betrayals, and personal choices that have now sent shockwaves through Kirk's inner circle. Emotions ran high as friends and family allegedly confronted each other in intense conversations, some reportedly ending in tears, others in shouted accusations. The drama, insiders say, wasn't just limited to Kirk's wife, extended to allies, acquaintances, and even fans who suddenly felt they had been kept in the dark. One witness allegedly described the moment when Chappelle made the revelation. You could hear a pin drop. People couldn't believe what they were hearing. The room split between disbelief, anger, and shock. It was like watching a bomb go off in slow motion. Meanwhile, social media erupted with speculation. Fans are dissecting every detail of past interviews, public appearances, and subtle interactions between the couple, convinced that they can now connect the dots. Every comment, every smile, every gesture is being scrutinized under a microscope as people try to understand the truth behind the scandal. Even celebrities and public figures reportedly weighed in on the shocking claims. Tweets and Instagram stories flooded in, with reactions ranging from supportive to critical, and some even hinted at knowing more than they were letting on. The tension, it seems, has only grown since the revelations, and the fallout is far from over. Questions are being raised about trust, loyalty, and hidden conflicts, with many wondering if this marks the beginning of a larger, more explosive drama that could shake the public image of Charlie Kirk forever. As you watch this unfold, one thing is clear: nothing will ever be the same. The story has all the ingredients of a reality TV scandal: betrayal, confrontation, emotional breakdowns, and secrets that were never meant to see the light of day. Fans are shocked. The family is divided, and the world is watching. If you thought politics and celebrity drama couldn't collide this dramatically, think again. The next chapters promise even more jaw-dropping moments, and you won't want to miss a second of it. Under the glittering lights of Hollywood's most talked-about private event, tensions were simmering just beneath the surface. The room buzzed with laughter and clinking glasses, but an undercurrent of anticipation ran through the air as guests whispered in hushed tones about the presence of one very particular comedian, Dave Chappelle. He had been seen speaking privately to a few high-profile figures earlier in the evening, his expression unusually serious, eyes darting as if measuring the perfect moment to reveal something earth-shattering. No one could have predicted what would follow. The whispers soon erupted into a storm that no one could contain. According to insiders, the conversation began innocuously enough, with Chappelle commenting on recent political events and public personas, his trademark wit keeping the group entertained. But as the evening progressed, the focus shifted, almost imperceptibly, toward Charlie Kirk and his wife. A hush fell over the table when Chappelle leaned in, voice low but deliberate, hinting at secrets that had remained hidden from the public eye. Those within earshot reportedly froze, sensing the gravity of the moment, the tension thickening as Chappelle's words cut sharper than anyone anticipated. People think they know everything about someone, but the reality is far more complicated, he began, his tone measured yet dripping with implication. Sometimes the things that happen behind closed doors, the decisions, the betrayals, the quiet compromises, they define a person in ways the public will never see. Murmurs rippled through the group, phones discreetly raised to capture fleeting glimpses of the unfolding drama. It wasn't long before the gossip escalated from whispers to full-blown speculation as guests attempted to connect Chappelle's cryptic remarks to events and interactions they had observed over the years. Chappelle reportedly shared anecdotes, some amusing on the surface but laced with tension, painting a picture of family dynamics that no one outside the inner circle had ever witnessed. He spoke of arguments that erupted over the smallest provocations, of disagreements that festered for years before exploding into confrontations in private settings. He described moments when loyalties were tested, friends turned into critics, and alliances shifted overnight, leaving those involved bewildered and emotionally drained. Each story seemed to hint at a hidden side of Charlie Kirk's wife, a persona that had never been publicly acknowledged. One particularly charged moment came when Chappelle allegedly recounted a heated exchange between Kirk and his wife. During a private family gathering, emotions ran high as voices clashed, accusations flying with a precision that stunned onlookers. The details, as relayed by insiders, suggested that decisions made in that moment reverberated beyond the immediate argument, affecting relationships with friends, family, and even professional associates. The atmosphere was electric, with listeners unable to tear their attention away, hanging on every word, the air thick with anticipation and incredulity. Reactions from those present ranged from disbelief to outright shock. One guest was reported to have muttered, "I can't believe this is happening," while another could barely contain their laughter at the absurdity yet undeniable tension of the revelations. Phones continued to discreetly record, capturing expressions of awe, confusion, and outright scandal. The mixture of Chappelle's delivery and the explosive nature of the content created a juxtaposition that left the room divided, some leaning forward, eager for every detail, others recoiling at the audacity of the disclosures. Fans online quickly caught wind of the event, with snippets and secondhand accounts circulating rapidly. Social media ignited with speculation, memes, and countless interpretations of Chappelle's comments. "This changes everything," tweeted one fan, encapsulating the general sentiment. Others debated whether the revelations were meant as playful exaggerations, or if they contained kernels of truth that had never been exposed. The frenzy only intensified as the story spread, with each new account adding layers of drama and intrigue. As the evening wore on, Chappelle reportedly shifted the conversation, introducing what insiders described as twists no one expected. He hinted at prior misunderstandings, secret alliances, and emotional decisions that had left lasting impacts on relationships within the Kirk family. The details suggested a complex tapestry of interactions, betrayals, and reconciliations, with each revelation prompting gasps and incredulous reactions from those listening. Some guests attempted to interject, offering their own perspectives or defending parties involved. But Chappelle's presence and commanding delivery kept the narrative firmly in his hands. The tension reached a peak when Chappelle allegedly revealed a personal anecdote involving an encounter with Kirk's wife that left many stunned. According to insiders, he described a moment of vulnerability, a decision made in secrecy, and the cascading effects that followed. The story, brimming with emotion and unexpected twists, painted a portrait of a family struggling under the weight of hidden truths and unspoken resentments. Listeners reportedly sat in silence, processing the implications. The room split between disbelief and curiosity, some eager to confirm the details, others questioning the motives behind the revelations. By the end of the evening, the drama had extended beyond the confines of the private event. The story leaked almost immediately, amplified by social media and gossip sites. Fans dissected every nuance, speculating on the accuracy of each detail and the potential fallout for Charlie Kirk and his wife. Debates erupted online, with hashtags trending and forums buzzing with theories. Some expressed outrage, others amusement, but all agreed on one thing: the events described by Chappelle had thrown a spotlight on private dynamics that no one had ever expected to see. The narrative quickly took on a life of its own, fueled by dramatized retellings, fan interpretations, and the natural intrigue of scandal. Stories of secret meetings, hidden tensions, and emotional confrontations spread like wildfire. Each retelling emphasized different aspects: the heated arguments, the emotional stakes, the surprising alliances, creating a multi-layered saga that captivated the public imagination. The drama was no longer confined to one room. It had expanded into the collective consciousness of fans, viewers, and even casual observers. Throughout this unfolding saga, the key players reportedly remained under scrutiny. Friends, acquaintances, and family members emphasized different aspects: the heated arguments, the emotional stakes, the surprising alliances, creating a multi-layered saga that captivated the public imagination. The drama was no longer confined to one room. It had expanded into the collective consciousness of fans, viewers, and even casual observers. Throughout this unfolding saga, the key players reportedly remained under scrutiny. Friends, acquaintances, and family members found themselves drawn into debates and speculation, some defending, some condemning, others remaining silent while the narrative swirled around them. Chappelle's role, however, remained central: provocateur, storyteller, and insider, providing the public a glimpse into what many had assumed was ordinary but was anything but. His insights, delivered with precision and wit, transformed a private matter into a public spectacle, leaving emotions raw and reactions intense. The intensity of the revelations reportedly led to private confrontations in the days following the event. Heated phone calls, direct messages, and in-person meetings attempted to address the fallout. Some sought to clarify misunderstandings, others aimed to assert control over narratives. But the momentum of public curiosity proved unstoppable. Fans continued to dissect interactions, drawing conclusions from snippets and photos. Each new piece of information fanning the flames of speculation, The tension, it seems, was only beginning, and insiders hinted that the most explosive moments were yet to come. As the story developed, it became apparent that the ramifications extended beyond personal relationships. Professional alliances, public images, and social perceptions were all under scrutiny. The combination of private scandal and public speculation created a potent mix, with every new revelation amplifying intrigue. The dynamics of trust, loyalty, and public perception intertwined, making the saga increasingly complex. Observers found themselves questioning not only the events themselves but also the motivations, intentions, and consequences of every action described. Amidst the chaos, a series of dialogues reportedly unfolded between key figures, each conversation steeped in tension and emotion. Voices rose and fell, accusations mingled with defenses, and moments of raw honesty punctuated the exchanges. Chappelle's anecdotes served as catalysts, prompting reactions that ranged from silent contemplation to open confrontation. Friends and family members navigated the delicate balance between loyalty and truth. While outsiders tried to parse meaning from partial accounts and speculative reporting, one insider described a particularly dramatic moment. It felt like a pressure cooker. Everyone was holding their breath. When one truth dropped, it wasn't just a statement, it was a domino, setting off reactions we never imagined. Emotions were raw, tears were shed, and some people left the room shaken. It was surreal. The intensity of these moments, coupled with the rapid spread of information, ensured that the drama would not fade quietly but continue to reverberate through social circles and online platforms alike. The unfolding scandal captured the imagination of fans who analyzed past public appearances, searching for clues in smiles, gestures, and subtle interactions. Every social media post, interview, or casual remark was dissected, with enthusiasts speculating on hidden meanings and secret contexts. The narrative took on layers of complexity, with personal stakes, reputational risks, and emotional fallout interweaving to create a story that was both engrossing and volatile. Throughout all of this, Chappelle's influence remained undeniable. His ability to reveal, provoke, and shape perception transformed ordinary anecdotes into a compelling saga of suspense and intrigue. The balance between humor and seriousness, commentary and revelation, kept listeners and viewers on edge, anticipating the next twist. The combination of insider knowledge and public spectacle ensured that no one could ignore the impact, and the ripple effects extended far beyond the initial circle of witnesses. As fans continue to dissect, discuss, and debate, the intensity of the story only grows. Theories abound, perspectives clash, and the line between fact and speculation blurs. The private revelations have become a public obsession, with each retelling heightening drama and deepening intrigue. Emotions remain raw, loyalties are tested, and the narrative promises even more twists in the chapters yet to unfold. The storm that began quietly at a private event has now engulfed the public sphere, ensuring that the saga will remain a topic of fascination, debate, and speculation for weeks, if not months, to come. The room that witnessed Chappelle's revelations may have emptied, but the impact continues to resonate. The details, confirmed or otherwise, have fueled discussions, debates, and imaginative reconstructions, leaving fans eager for the next disclosure, the next twist, the next confrontation. The emotional stakes, personal betrayals, and public intrigue have coalesced into a narrative that feels larger than life, blending the intensity of private drama with the spectacle of public scrutiny. The story is far from over, and the ripple effects are already shaping perceptions, alliances, and expectations across the board. The fallout has also triggered a chain reaction among those closest to Charlie Kirk and his wife. Personal communications reportedly became more guarded, private meetings more strategic, and family interactions increasingly tense. Each revelation seemed to open new doors of inquiry, prompting questions about loyalty, integrity, and the hidden layers of personal dynamics. The combination of public curiosity and private concern created a delicate tension, as individuals navigated the aftermath with caution, awareness, and heightened emotion. The impact of Chappelle's revelations continues to expand, with social media platforms serving as arenas for speculation, debate, and storytelling. Memes, reaction videos, and fan analyses proliferate, each adding a layer to the unfolding saga. Fans dissect gestures, interviews, and past interactions, convinced that clues lie hidden in plain sight. The narrative has become multidimensional, spanning private interactions, public perception, and media interpretation, creating a complex tapestry of intrigue that captivates audiences and sustains engagement. This is just the beginning. The intricate web of personal relationships, hidden truths, and emotional confrontations promises more twists, revelations, and shocking developments. As insiders prepare for further disclosures and fans continue to speculate, the saga of Charlie Kirk's wife, Dave Chappelle's revelations, and the cascading fallout remains an evolving story of drama, tension, and public fascination. Every conversation, every social media post, and every interaction now carries weight. As the narrative continues to unfold with unpredictable intensity and unrelenting suspense, the story has set a precedent for blending private drama with public spectacle, highlighting the intricate interplay of emotion, perception, and revelation. As viewers and fans await the next chapter, the impact of these revelations remains undeniable. The emotional stakes, intertwined relationships, and dramatic twists have created a narrative that feels immediate, gripping, and impossible to ignore. Every detail, real or exaggerated, contributes to a story that continues to capture attention, spark debate, and fuel speculation across multiple platforms, ensuring that the drama surrounding Chappelle's revelations will remain a topic of fascination for the foreseeable future. The ripple effects extend even further, influencing how the public perceives Charlie Kirk, his family, and those within their orbit. Private secrets, once thought safely hidden, have now become a matter of public fascination, reshaping narratives and prompting reconsideration of past events. Fans and observers alike analyze every gesture, statement, and interaction for insight, convinced that the truth, once fully revealed, will redefine relationships, reputations, and perceptions in ways no one can fully predict. As tensions simmer, dialogues unfold, and speculation grows, the saga remains far from resolved. The combination of Dave Chappelle's revelations, family dynamics, and public scrutiny has created a drama that is both captivating and volatile. Emotions remain high, loyalties are tested, and the story continues to evolve with each passing day. The public, now fully engaged, watches intently, aware that the next development could alter the narrative dramatically, adding new layers of intrigue, conflict, and revelation to a story already brimming with drama and suspense. The narrative's momentum shows no signs of slowing. The private anecdotes and revelations that began the storm continue to resonate, shaping perceptions, fueling debates, and inspiring endless speculation. Fans remain engrossed, eager for the next twist, the next confrontation, the next confrontation. Glimpse behind closed doors. The saga of Charlie Kirk's wife, viewed through the lens of Dave Chappelle's disclosures, has captured the collective imagination, creating a story that blends personal drama, emotional intensity, and public fascination in a way that few could have anticipated. Ensuring that the impact will be felt for weeks to come, the drama, however, is far from contained. As insiders prepare for further disclosures and fans continue to speculate, the web of relationships, secrets, and emotional conflicts grows increasingly complex. Each new revelation promises to challenge perceptions, ignite debates, and deepen the intrigue, creating a narrative that is simultaneously personal, sensational, and impossible to ignore. The saga continues, with every development building on the last, ensuring that audiences remain captivated, engaged, and eager for more of the unfolding story. The emotional weight, the tension, and the high stakes of this unfolding drama create a story that is as compelling as it is unpredictable. The intersection of private secrets, public personas, and explosive revelations has generated a narrative that grips attention, provokes discussion, and sustains fascination. As Chappelle's revelations continue to reverberate, the drama surrounding Charlie Kirk's wife evolves, drawing in viewers, fans, and observers, each eager to witness the next chapter in a story defined by suspense, emotion, and unrelenting intrigue. Every interaction, every disclosure, and every reaction contributes to a growing saga of suspense, tension, and drama. The story's impact extends beyond the immediate circle, influencing public perception, shaping fan discourse, and inspiring ongoing speculation. The intricate dynamics revealed by Chappelle have created a narrative that captivates attention, challenges assumptions, and invites continued engagement. Ensuring that the unfolding drama remains at the forefront of public consciousness, the narrative, fueled by emotion, secrecy, and the public's insatiable curiosity, continues to evolve. Each revelation adds depth, complexity, and intensity, further entrenching the story in the collective imagination. The interplay of personal stakes, emotional conflicts, and public fascination creates a saga that is as riveting as it is unpredictable, capturing attention, inspiring discussion, and leaving audiences eager for the next installment in a drama that refuses to fade from view. As the weeks unfold, the ripple effects of Chappelle's disclosures promise to deepen, creating new tensions, revelations, and dramatic developments. Fans and observers remain captivated, dissecting details, speculating on motives, and analyzing interactions, while those directly involved navigate the consequences of exposure. The drama, suspense, and emotional stakes continue to escalate, ensuring that the saga of Charlie Kirk's wife, viewed through the lens of Chappelle's revelations, remains an evolving, captivating story of intrigue, conflict, and public fascination that shows no signs of slowing. The aftermath of Dave Chappelle's revelations continued to unfold like a high-stakes drama series, capturing attention far beyond the walls of the private event where it all began. Social media platforms became battlegrounds of speculation, heated debates, and viral commentary. Fans dissected every word, every anecdote, and every subtle gesture shared by Chappelle, convinced that each detail held clues to the hidden truths of Charlie Kirk's wife and her inner circle. Memes and reaction videos proliferated, often exaggerating the most shocking elements, amplifying the drama and keeping the public enthralled. According to insiders, the tension did not dissipate once the event ended. Private conversations turned explosive as friends, family members, and associates attempted to process the revelations. One anonymous source recounted a particularly heated exchange between Kirk and his wife, describing raised voices, clenched fists, and moments where the room seemed to vibrate with raw emotion. The story, laden with accusations and confessions, reportedly left onlookers stunned, unsure whether to intervene or silently bear witness. Each disclosure seemed to unlock layers of hidden conflict, revealing the complexity of relationships that had long been assumed simple or harmonious. Chappelle's role in the unfolding saga remains central. His anecdotes, delivered with calculated timing and understated humor, served as catalysts for confrontation and introspection alike. Insiders suggest that some of the most revealing moments occurred when he highlighted past incidents that had been overlooked or forgotten, framing them in ways that cast new light on familiar faces. His ability to blend levity with gravity kept listeners both on edge and engaged, ensuring that every story, no matter how mundane it seemed on the surface, carried weight, significance, and potential consequences. The emotional stakes escalated as further details surfaced. Private messages and leaked accounts indicated that Kirk's wife had confronted close friends, questioning loyalties and intentions in the wake of Chappelle's revelations. The intensity of these conversations reportedly left some confidants shaken, unsure how to navigate the shifting dynamics. Even minor misunderstandings became magnified, feeding a cycle of suspicion, speculation, and heightened emotion. The situation evolved rapidly, leaving no one untouched and creating an atmosphere of uncertainty that permeated both private and public spheres. One particularly dramatic incident involved a confrontation at a smaller gathering attended by mutual acquaintances. According to witnesses, tensions flared when references were made to Chappelle's stories, triggering emotional responses, tears, and shouted accusations. The room reportedly split, with some attempting to mediate while others took sides, further polarizing the group. The intensity of the interactions underscored the far-reaching impact of the initial revelations, illustrating how deeply personal disclosures, when made public, could disrupt carefully maintained social and familial balances. Online, the saga exploded into a digital spectacle. Clips, screenshots, and interpretations of Chappelle's remarks circulated rapidly, often detached from their original context. Fans debated the authenticity of each claim, the motivations behind the disclosures, and the likely repercussions for Charlie Kirk, his wife, and those close to them. Theories ranged from playful exaggeration to serious speculation about hidden affairs, strategic betrayals, and family secrets, fueling endless conversation and engagement. Every post, comment, and thread became a stage on which the drama continued to play out, keeping the narrative alive and ever-evolving. The combination of private confrontation and public scrutiny created unique challenges. Friends and family found themselves navigating the delicate balance between defending loved ones, acknowledging uncomfortable truths, and maintaining composure under the glare of online attention. Insiders noted moments of profound tension, where even casual remarks could ignite disputes, forcing participants to carefully weigh every word and action. The repercussions of Chappelle's disclosures rippled outward, affecting relationships, reputations, and social dynamics in ways that continued to unfold unpredictably. Additionally, there were reports of reconciliations attempted in private settings. Some family members reportedly sought to mend fractured relationships, initiate honest conversations, and address lingering resentment. However, the public nature of the revelations complicated these efforts. Attempts at private resolution often collided with the relentless attention of fans, media speculation, and social media commentary, making reconciliation a challenging and emotionally charged process. The stakes remained high, as each move carried potential consequences for relationships and public perception alike. Chappelle's revelations also sparked a wave of strategic communication. Representatives, confidants, and associates worked behind the scenes to manage narratives, clarify misunderstandings, and mitigate potential fallout. Statements, social media posts, and selective disclosures were crafted to address rumors without escalating conflict further. Though the sheer volume of public attention made containment difficult, the interplay between private maneuvering and public spectacle underscored the multifaceted nature of the drama, revealing how personal, social, and professional considerations intersected in a volatile mix. As the story unfolded, insiders highlighted the psychological toll on those involved. Emotional exhaustion, stress, and heightened sensitivity were common. As participants navigated intense scrutiny, conflicting loyalties, and the unpredictable consequences of revelation. Moments of anger and frustration alternated with vulnerability and introspection, creating a complex emotional landscape that mirrored the intricacies of the relationships at the center of the saga. Chappelle's anecdotes, while often delivered with humor, served as triggers for reflection, confrontation, and emotional processing, further intensifying the drama. The interplay of betrayal, loyalty, and revelation created additional layers of tension. Personal histories, past grievances, and unspoken expectations were thrust into the open, prompting both confrontation and contemplation. Insiders report that certain interactions revealed patterns of behavior, decision-making, and relational dynamics that had previously been concealed, creating opportunities for both understanding and conflict. The saga evolved as individuals reassessed relationships, motives, and perceptions in light of the unfolding disclosures. Furthermore, the public response added a new dimension. Fans, commentators, and casual observers engaged in continuous speculation, dissecting past appearances, interactions, and statements. Social media platforms became forums for debate, where interpretations, conjectures, and dramatizations proliferated. The story evolved into a participatory spectacle, with each reaction, theory, and interpretation contributing to the ongoing narrative. The combination of insider revelations and public discourse created a feedback loop, sustaining attention and heightening anticipation for the next development. Amidst this, personal confrontations reportedly became increasingly strategic. Conversations were framed, words carefully chosen, and actions calculated to achieve specific outcomes. Emotions remained raw, but the necessity of maintaining control in a highly visible and scrutinized context added layers of complexity. Insiders noted moments where tension teetered on the edge of conflict, requiring careful intervention or de-escalation to prevent further escalation. The dynamic interplay of private emotion and public attention created a uniquely intense atmosphere, blending personal stakes with social spectacle. One particularly compelling element involved shifting alliances. Insiders observed that relationships previously considered stable became tenuous, with loyalties tested and new connections forming in response to emerging information. Chappelle's revelations acted as catalysts, prompting individuals to reassess affiliations, trustworthiness, and relational priorities. The fluidity of alliances contributed to a sense of unpredictability, keeping both participants and observers engaged, and intensifying the drama as personal and social networks adapted to the evolving situation. The combination of personal conflict, emotional disclosure, and public speculation ensured that the saga remained unpredictable and engrossing. Each new development, whether a private confrontation, a social media post, or an insider account, added layers of tension and intrigue. The narrative grew increasingly complex, intertwining personal histories, emotional stakes, and public perception in a continuous cycle of revelation, reaction, and reflection. The unfolding story captivated attention, sustained engagement, and fostered an environment of suspense and anticipation that promised further twists and surprises. Moreover, insiders suggest that strategic miscommunication played a significant role. Selective sharing, intentional omissions, and carefully crafted messages influenced perceptions, created confusion, and sometimes intensified conflicts. The nuanced interplay between truth, interpretation, and manipulation heightened emotional intensity, creating a narrative that was both multifaceted and volatile. Participants navigated a delicate balance, attempting to assert control over outcomes while responding to unexpected disclosures and public reaction. The saga also revealed the role of perception and image management. Participants were acutely aware of how their actions and words would be interpreted, both privately and publicly. The awareness of scrutiny influenced behavior, dialogue, and decision-making, adding a layer of performativity to interactions. Insiders noted that even seemingly casual moments were laden with significance. As individuals navigated the interplay of personal truth, public image, and social expectation, further complicating an already intricate emotional landscape. Throughout, Chappelle's presence and storytelling remained a unifying thread. His anecdotes, delivered with precision and nuance, served as a lens through which the complexity of the relationships could be viewed. Moments of levity, humor, and insight punctuated intense disclosures, providing both relief and heightened contrast to the drama. The impact of his revelations extended beyond immediate emotional responses, shaping perceptions, guiding conversations, and influencing the trajectory of the unfolding narrative. As events continued to unfold, private strategies, public reactions, and emotional responses converged in a continuously evolving story. Insiders highlighted moments of reflection, tension, and confrontation, illustrating the profound impact of Chappelle's disclosures on personal and social dynamics. Each interaction, message, and public statement contributed to an increasingly layered and complex narrative, sustaining attention and anticipation. The combination of private revelation and public engagement ensured that the drama remained active, intense, and far-reaching. The ripple effects extended beyond the immediate circle, influencing public perception, media coverage, and fan engagement. Every retelling, interpretation, and speculation added new dimensions, creating a rich, multi-layered narrative. Fans analyzed, debated, and theorized, transforming the story into a participatory experience that blended personal intrigue with public fascination. The ongoing interplay of revelation, reaction, and interpretation maintained momentum, ensuring that the saga of Charlie Kirk's wife, as illuminated by Chappelle, remained a topic of sustained attention and discussion. As the saga evolved, moments of unexpected revelation continued to emerge. Private conversations, leaked messages, and insider accounts revealed new angles, additional conflicts, and further emotional stakes. Each disclosure expanded the scope of the drama, challenging assumptions, provoking responses, and deepening intrigue. Participants navigated an increasingly complex social and emotional landscape, while fans and observers remained captivated, eager for each new twist, confrontation, or insight that would further shape the narrative. The complexity of the story also highlighted the interplay of accountability, perception, and emotional responsibility. Individuals grappled with how to respond to disclosures, balance private and public considerations, and manage relational consequences. Insiders described moments of intense reflection, negotiation, and emotional processing, illustrating the depth of impact that Chappelle's revelations had on those involved. The narrative's unfolding provided a rich tableau of human behavior, emotional reaction, and social dynamics, sustaining fascination and engagement across multiple audiences. The intensity of the situation, combined with public interest, created a climate of heightened scrutiny and emotional volatility. Insiders noted that the cumulative effect of revelations, speculation, and social media amplification contributed to a sense of urgency, tension, and unpredictability. Each development, whether minor or major, had the potential to reshape relationships, influence perceptions, and generate new waves of engagement. The unfolding drama became a continuously evolving story, blending private conflict, emotional revelation, and public spectacle in a way that captivated attention and sustained interest. Even as attempts at private resolution occurred, the interplay of disclosure, reaction, and interpretation ensured that the saga remained dynamic. Participants navigated complex emotional terrain, balancing reconciliation efforts with the unpredictable impact of public attention and social media commentary. Insiders emphasized the difficulty of maintaining equilibrium in a context where private truths had been made public, and where perceptions, loyalties, and emotional responses were continuously shifting. The narrative's ongoing momentum was fueled by a combination of personal stakes, public fascination, and dramatic tension. Each new revelation, confrontation, or emotional disclosure added depth and complexity, sustaining engagement and anticipation. The interplay of private experience, public interpretation, and social dynamics created a richly layered story, captivating audiences and ensuring that the saga remained a focal point of discussion, speculation, and emotional investment. As weeks remained a focal point of discussion, speculation, and emotional investment. As weeks passed, the saga showed no signs of diminishing. Private conversations continued, public discourse remained active, and fans engaged in continuous analysis, speculation, and debate. Insiders reported ongoing emotional intensity, strategic maneuvering, and relational recalibration, reflecting the enduring impact of Chappelle's revelations. The story had transcended its origins, becoming a sustained narrative of suspense, emotional complexity, and social intrigue that engaged multiple audiences across both private and public spheres. The events revealed the delicate balance between secrecy, disclosure, and perception. Participants navigated complex relational dynamics, public scrutiny, and emotional responses, illustrating the profound consequences of revelations in a connected, media-driven world. Chappelle's role as narrator, provocateur, and storyteller amplified the impact, ensuring that every disclosure reverberated through private relationships and public consciousness alike. The saga's unfolding created a continuous cycle of revelation, reaction, and reflection, sustaining engagement and intrigue over time. The multi-layered nature of the drama allowed it to evolve organically, with each development providing opportunities for new insights, confrontations, and emotional responses. Insiders described moments of intense reflection, negotiation, and strategic communication, highlighting the depth of engagement required to navigate such a complex narrative. The interplay of private dynamics, public attention, and social speculation ensured that the story remained compelling, unpredictable, and intensely engaging for all involved. The cumulative effect of Chappelle's disclosures, subsequent confrontations, and public fascination created a narrative of escalating drama, emotional intensity, and social complexity. Fans remained captivated, participants remained engaged, and insiders continued to observe a landscape marked by shifting alliances, heightened stakes, and unpredictable developments. The saga demonstrated the power of revelation, narrative framing, and emotional resonance, ensuring that the story of Charlie Kirk's wife, as illuminated by Chappelle, remained an enduring topic of discussion, fascination, and speculation. As the saga unfolded, the intricate interplay of private disclosure, public speculation, and emotional consequence continued to evolve. Each new development contributed to a story that was at once intensely personal and widely observed, blending elements of conflict, loyalty, and intrigue. The ongoing narrative provided rich material for discussion, analysis, and engagement, sustaining attention and interest across multiple audiences and ensuring that the drama remained both compelling and unpredictable in its trajectory. The unfolding events, characterized by emotional intensity, strategic communication, and public engagement, created a uniquely captivating saga. Insiders highlighted the interplay of disclosure, reaction, and perception, noting the complexity of navigating personal relationships in the context of widespread public attention. The story continued to evolve, with each development adding depth, nuance, and intrigue, maintaining audience engagement and reinforcing the compelling nature of Chappelle's revelations. As you've seen, the story surrounding Dave Chappelle's revelations about Charlie Kirk's wife is far from ordinary. It's a whirlwind of secrets, confrontations, and unexpected twists that has captivated audiences and left fans around the world talking. Now, here's the question you need to ask yourself. Where do you stand in all of this? Do you believe what was revealed? Or do you think there's more beneath the surface that we haven't seen yet? Every interaction, every anecdote, every leaked message has created a narrative so compelling that it's impossible to ignore. And your opinion matters in this ongoing conversation. Imagine being in the room where it all happened, witnessing the tension, the raised voices, the moments of vulnerability, and the subtle gestures that revealed so much more than words alone could convey. Insiders describe it as a scene straight out of a reality TV drama, with raw emotion, shifting alliances, and explosive revelations that could change relationships forever. The family was reportedly divided, emotions ran high, and loyalties were tested in ways no one expected. Now, the ripple effects have reached you, the audience, and it's your chance to weigh in, discuss, and decide what you believe. Every detail, no matter how small, has fueled debate and speculation. Fans online are dissecting the events, analyzing public appearances, and connecting dots that many never noticed before. From heated arguments to private reconciliations, each moment contributes to a tapestry of intrigue and suspense. Your thoughts and insights are part of this conversation. Do you think the situation is as dramatic as it's portrayed? Or could there be layers hidden behind what we've heard? Sharing your perspective adds to the collective understanding of the story and keeps the discussion alive and vibrant. We've seen the power of social media and public engagement in shaping narratives. Posts, comments, and threads all contribute to the unfolding drama, turning a private revelation into a public phenomenon. By joining the conversation, you're not just observing, you're participating. Your questions, your theories, and your reactions help explore the many angles of this saga. Were the confrontations truly as intense as reported? Are the alliances shifting in ways that will surprise everyone? Will more secrets come to light? Your engagement helps drive the story forward and keeps the community invested in every development. Now is the perfect time to make your voice heard. Hit that like button if you've been captivated by the twists and turns of this saga, and subscribe so you don't miss a single update or new revelation. The story is still evolving, and by subscribing, you ensure that you're always on the front lines of the drama. Every new clip, every insider account, every shocking twist will land directly in your feed, allowing you to stay ahead of the conversation and fully immersed in the unfolding events. Commenting is where your opinion truly matters. Tell us what you think about the revelations, the family dynamics, and the responses of everyone involved. Do you side with Charlie Kirk, his wife? Or do you think Dave Chappelle revealed truths that needed to be exposed? Share your theories about what might happen next. Predict potential reconciliations or new conflicts, and debate with other fans who are just as invested in the story as you are. The discussion in the comments is where the real community forms, a space to analyze, speculate, and engage with fellow viewers who are following the saga closely. This story is more than just gossip. It's a lesson in human behavior, relationships, and the impact of revelation. Watching it unfold allows you to see how emotions, loyalty, and secrecy interact in ways that can shock even those who thought they understood the people involved. It's a reminder that behind every public persona, there are private stories, conflicts, and moments of vulnerability that can change everything once revealed. Your engagement ensures that these lessons are explored, discussed, and fully understood, adding depth to the public conversation. Don't miss your chance to be part of this narrative. Every like, comment, and share amplifies the discussion and keeps the drama alive. By participating, you join a community that is actively exploring the unfolding events, analyzing the implications, and debating the authenticity and impact of what Dave Chappelle revealed. Your contribution helps shape the story as it continues to evolve, ensuring that no angle is left unexplored, no reaction unexamined, and no theory So, take a moment now. Like the video if you were shocked by the revelations. Subscribe to follow the unfolding drama, and comment with your thoughts, theories, and reactions. Do you think the secrets revealed will have long-term consequences? Will relationships mend or fracture further? What do you think Charlie Kirk and his wife will do next? Your perspective matters, and the community wants to hear it. The conversation doesn't end here, it's just beginning, and every comment adds fuel to the fire of speculation, analysis, and intrigue. Remember, this saga is ongoing, and the next chapter could be even more dramatic than what we've seen so far. By engaging with this video, you ensure that you're part of the story as it unfolds. You're not just a viewer, you're a participant, a theorist, and a commentator on one of the most talked about revelations of the year. Your insights, predictions, and reactions help paint a fuller picture, adding layers to the narrative and keeping the community invested in every development. So don't wait. Join the conversation. Be part of the drama, the debate, and the intrigue. Like, subscribe, and comment now. Tell us what you think. Share your theories and react to every twist and turn. The story of Dave Chappelle's revelations about Charlie Kirk's wife is far from over, and your voice is part of what keeps it alive. Get involved, stay informed, and make sure you don't miss a single shocking moment as the saga continues to unfold before your eyes. The saga surrounding Dave Chappelle's revelations has already captivated thousands, but it doesn't stop here. Every twist, every emotional confrontation, and every leaked detail has created a whirlwind of speculation that continues to grow. Fans are dissecting moments, replaying clips, and analyzing every subtle gesture, trying to piece together the full story. The public is no longer just observing, they are part of a living, breathing narrative, shaping it with every comment, share, and reaction. Your perspective now has the power to influence how this story is understood and discussed, making your engagement essential. Think about the intensity of the moments revealed. Private confrontations erupting into arguments, heated exchanges filled with accusations, and family dynamics that shifted in the blink of an eye. Insiders described tears, raised voices, and stunned expressions as the truth emerged. Every revelation seemed to unlock another layer of complexity, forcing friends, family, and associates to reassess loyalties and trust. The situation is a testament to how a single disclosure can ripple outward, creating consequences far beyond the initial moment. By engaging with this story, you participate in unraveling those ripples, observing the human drama in real time. You also have the opportunity to speculate on what happens next. Will relationships mend? Or will new fractures appear? Are there additional secrets yet to surface that could change the entire narrative? Fans are already crafting theories, drawing connections, and predicting outcomes, and your voice adds depth to this communal analysis. Every comment you make, every reaction you share, contributes to a richer understanding of the events and keeps the story alive in public discourse. You're part of the conversation that extends beyond the original revelations, shaping perceptions and interpretations. Liking the video is the first step in showing your engagement, signaling that you're captivated by the unfolding drama and invested in following every development. Subscribing ensures that you never miss a new detail, update, or insider account as the story continues. As more revelations emerge, you'll be among the first to witness them, analyzing, reacting, and sharing your perspective alongside a community of viewers equally enthralled by the intrigue and emotional stakes. Your participation helps maintain the momentum of the saga, keeping it at the forefront of discussion. Commenting is where your influence is strongest. Share your reactions, your disbelief, or your support for those affected. Weigh in on the dynamics revealed by Dave Chappelle's stories. Discuss the emotional consequences for Charlie Kirk, his wife, and the surrounding circle, and debate what the next moves might be. The discussion is ongoing, with each theory and opinion adding nuance to the narrative. Your insights allow the community to see multiple angles, deepening the collective understanding of a story that is still evolving. As this drama unfolds, remember that it's more than just a tale of personal conflict. It's an exploration of trust, loyalty, and the power of revelation. Watching these events play out teaches lessons about human behavior, relationships, and the consequences of exposing hidden truths. Engaging with this content allows you to analyze these dynamics firsthand, forming opinions, debating implications, and participating in a wider conversation that spans social media, fan communities, and personal networks. Your engagement turns passive observation into active participation. Don't underestimate the value of your voice. Every like, comment, and share helps sustain the conversation, amplifying the impact of the revelations and encouraging deeper discussion. By engaging, you're not only staying informed, you're actively shaping the narrative and contributing to a larger community that is following every twist and turn. Your perspective matters, and your reaction could spark new discussions, theories, and insights among fellow fans. This story is far from over, and the next developments may be even more dramatic than what we've already witnessed. Insiders hint at unresolved tensions, potential confrontations, and further revelations that could shift alliances and perceptions once again. By subscribing and remaining engaged, you position yourself to witness these developments as they happen, analyze them, and share your thoughts with a community equally invested in uncovering the full scope of the drama. Your engagement ensures that you're not just watching history unfold, you're participating in it. So take action now. Hit like to show your reaction to the revelations, subscribe to follow every new twist, and comment to share your opinion, theories, and predictions. Do you believe Chappelle revealed the full truth, or is there more hidden beneath the surface? Will relationships survive the fallout, or will new conflicts emerge? Your voice helps answer these questions and keeps the story alive in public consciousness. Engaging with this story also connects you with a community of viewers who are just as invested in the unfolding drama. Reading and responding to comments allows you to compare perspectives, challenge assumptions, and join a dialogue that spans fans, insiders, and casual observers alike. The conversation is ongoing, vibrant, and deeply connected to the emotional stakes revealed in Chappelle's disclosures. Your participation ensures that you are part of a living, evolving narrative. The revelations about Charlie Kirk's wife, as shared by Dave Chappelle, have created a story that is as captivating as it is complex. Your engagement through likes, comments, and subscriptions is what keeps this story moving, ensuring that every detail, reaction, and theory continues to resonate. By contributing, you help maintain the drama, amplify the conversation, and become an active participant in a saga that has already enthralled thousands and shows no sign of slowing down. So don't wait any longer. Like the video if you've been shocked or intrigued by the revelations, subscribe to keep up with every new development, and comment to share your thoughts, theories, and reactions. The story is evolving, the drama continues, and your voice is part of what keeps it alive. Join the conversation now and make your mark on one of the most talked about stories of the year. This is where you come in. The story of Dave Chappelle's revelations about Charlie Kirk's wife isn't just unfolding for passive viewing, it's unfolding for active participation. Every twist, every heated exchange, every unexpected confession is an invitation for you to react, comment, and engage. Your opinion adds to the larger conversation, shaping the way the narrative is perceived and discussed across social media and among fans worldwide. It's not just about watching the drama, it's about being part of it. Think about the intensity of what you've just witnessed. Private confrontations, emotional outbursts, and shocking revelations that could change relationships forever. The ripple effects don't stop with Charlie Kirk and his wife. They extend to friends, family, and fans like you who are dissecting every detail. By joining the discussion, you help explore the full impact of these revelations, weighing the emotional stakes, the shifting loyalties, and the possible consequences that may unfold next. Your perspective matters in understanding the bigger picture. Hit that like button if the drama left you shocked, intrigued, or simply wanting more. Liking the video shows that you're following the story, that you're invested in the unfolding events, and that you're ready for the next chapter as more revelations emerge. It's the first simple step in being an active part of the community that is discussing, debating, and analyzing every twist and turn of this saga. Subscribe now to stay updated with every new development. The story is far from over, and by subscribing, you ensure that you won't miss a single moment of the drama. Each new revelation, insider account, or emotional confrontation could reshape the narrative entirely. Staying connected means you're part of a community that witnesses, reacts, and theorizes in real time, and your subscription guarantees you a front row seat to all of it. And don't just watch, come share your thoughts on what Dave Chappelle revealed on the reactions of Charlie Kirk, his wife, and everyone involved. Do you think these revelations will change relationships forever? Or is there more to come? What do you predict will happen next? Your theories, reactions, and insights fuel the conversation, keeping the community engaged and the story alive. Every comment adds a layer to the narrative, helping others see different perspectives and deepening the collective understanding of this unfolding drama. This is your chance to be more than a spectator. Be part of the story, be part of the conversation, and let your voice be heard. The revelations are shocking, the emotions are raw, and the drama is ongoing, and your engagement makes it all the more dynamic. Like, subscribe, and comment now, because the story isn't over, and your perspective could be part of the next twist everyone talks about.